Learning to sort through scholarly literature is a skill, but it isn't as hard as you might think. First issue, where do you search? Librarians and some professors will often encourage you to use their library resources, so they'll teach you all about EBSCOhost and similar databases. That's all wonderful. Google is better. My argument here is that Google is a massive company that dedicates some of the smartest minds to dealing with big, non-uniform data. Applying that skill set to this problem gets you excellent search algorithms that, simply put, protect us all from our own stupidity. So, go to scholar.google.com. I would first recommend linking your libraries to Google. This will allow you to access your school or organization's databases. Whatever you could have found on EBSCOhost or whatever your other library resources are, you can also find those through Google Scholar. Searching through Scholar can take you to your library's resources. The reverse is not the case, and sometimes Scholar has things that your university won't. So to link your libraries, first make sure that you're logged in, then go to Options, Settings, Link Libraries, and type in the name of your university. When you search, several drop-down boxes will appear. Click the ones that are relevant to your university and save. Now, scholar.google.com is different than google.com. Scholar.google.com is for research. When you're writing a research paper, scholar.google.com is your friend. Google.com is a time sink that will plunge you into an endless spiral of cat videos and binge shopping. Avoid google.com while you're doing this. Okay, let's say our topic is about the psychological benefits of owning a dog. One of the more common mistakes I see students make is that they will ask Scholar a question or type in sentences or phrases. When you type several words into a search bar, I want you to imagine Scholar looking through every article on the planet to check to see if that word, one by one, appears in that particular article. So in this case, it would look through every article in the world for the word how. Search algorithms make what's called a Boolean decision on each word. Boolean variables can either be true or false. So if Google searches for the word how and it finds an article with that word in it, it flags it as true on how and moves it toward the top of your list. The next word is does. Imagine it searching every article in the world, flagging articles with the word does in it and moving those to the top. Any articles with a true score on how and does get moved further to the top. That's not really the behavior I want. I want to look for articles about owning dogs, and Google hasn't even tried to look at those variables yet. Lesson 1. Stop using junk words. In reality, Google just throws most of those out anyway. For example, it's not really going to waste time and energy searching for the word the, but it isn't perfect at throwing out these insignificant words. Look at our own search results from the first one. One, does, and do are all over the place. But hang on, I didn't search for the word do, I searched for does. Google is smart, they conjugate for you sometimes. They also run your search terms through libraries to look for analogies, and they play with suffixes to see if they can find similar terms. Notice our second result. It figured out that I was searching for dogs, specifically in the context of ownership, and expanded the search to consider animals more generally. That's smart. Now clearly the algorithms don't work by actually searching every article in the world. If it did, your searches would take days, not milliseconds. But if you use this idea as your framework for thinking about how it goes about its task, you'll start Googling better, no question. We should be helping Google out. We need to think in terms of search terms rather than phrases, questions, or sentences. What are the general ideas we're looking for? Well, in this case, dog ownership and health were the general ideas, so let's search for just those terms. Look how much better our results are already. Our first result is a review of the topic. Boom. Here are two more little tricks. Let's try the minus sign. If we were trying to search for quality of life in adolescents who play violent video games, we might reasonably search for violent video games quality of life. Almost every search result relates back to aggression. If you're a researcher trying to break away from that trend of solely looking at aggression, this would be maddening. I call these stubborn search results because the system is stubbornly showing me something I don't want. Whatever term it is that I don't want, toss a minus sign in front of it, and Google will suppress any results with that term in it. You can also try writing part of a word and using the asterisk to tell Google, search for any words that start like this but finish with any ending. In this case, that didn't work, so I added another negative term, minus aggressive. Now it is really suppressing those terms. It doesn't get them all, but it stopped showing me so much aggression. But I'm still not seeing many quality of life results. Is that because there's a dearth of literature, or because my search terms are still inferior? Quotes will allow me to search for multiple words together as a single Boolean term. For instance, if I put quality of life in quotes, it won't flag quality as true, it will flag quality of life together as a unit as true if it finds that. These search terms lay the foundation for our literature review. If we do this right, we're better informed and we can ensure we're appropriately grounding our research in the body of literature.